Alright, and we're back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. Sorry, I was a bit slower than I thought I was going to be. That's probably going to be pretty typical of our BRBs, though. I'm gonna be in the habit of taking the dog outside in the middle of the night when I step away. So apologies, you know, for the downtime. But we are back. We can get back into it. And thank you very much, everyone who has stood by. Let me catch up. There was some chat I missed before. How's about them polygons? I like the look of this game. I like the early 3D lower poly count, the wiggly textures and all. The PlayStation 1 wiggly textures are something of a novelty to me. There's certainly something that I know about and I've seen before, but I'm still not super well versed in PlayStation 1 games, so whenever I notice the textures kind of wobbling a little bit, it makes me smile. They're in top form today, Cal says. I like the BRB screen, good art. Yeah, for in case anyone somehow missed it during that super long BRB screen. This is our current BRB art that Jelly put together for me. Very cozy, Cow says. I want to know when those ornaments are going to be for sale in the Frownie merch store. Not going to lie, I'd totally buy a couple of those too, Tuesday says. That's a fun idea. If we could have custom ornaments printed with some of the Frownie icons. I just realized the Agent Frownie art for Spyro the Dragon could be of Nasty Nork getting bullied by the dragons at the start of the game. That must have been a cutscene that I didn't pay attention to. A little frown man with horns could be good, since he's already purple like Spyro. Alright, let me go ahead and crash this attempt. Okay, the boats are something we do have to take out. This is going to be very tough. But that's alright. That's why we like these levels, because of the challenge, right? I don't know how I missed that first one, but we'll have another opportunity, so... Oh my goodness. I hated the flying challenge on the Reignited trilogy, Tuesday says. They mess up the controls or something? That's why we need that loop. That's a pro move. I can't catch the plane. He's too fast. They're all too fast. Boats, arches, planes, chests. I can think of one in particular that's automatically worse than the others, though. I think I lack the requisite knowledge. Yuck. Hey, Ravenchild, welcome in. Welcome to Spyro. I'm gonna crash on purpose. I have a thought about how to do this better. My immediate thought was pretty bad. Oh, interesting. I just found out what one of the buttons does, so I'm gonna crash this attempt too. The R button does a barrel roll. But the L button doesn't do a roll, it locks our camera in place. No. I know I'm doing poorly, but it's alright. I'm learning to do well. I'm learning to do well by doing poorly. I don't know how I missed that guy. Oh my goodness. A streaming fist, welcome in. Is this Jenga? Flying sections in this era of games are always rough. I actually really enjoy the flying levels in this. We've done, this is the 4th one we've done tonight, I think. And, these are some of my favorite parts. This is the hardest one we've done so far, though. I recovered until I didn't. No, this is Patrick. I think there's something I'm not getting. Oh, how did I miss? Where is the way out of this room? Maybe there isn't one. Alright, hang on. I'm just on a fact-finding mission right now. There's no... Oh, there's... This room is a dead end. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't like that. Alright. So, my strategy is actually very bad. It's a SpongeBob reference. I'm ill-equipped to recognize a lot from SpongeBob. I almost had it. I was one away. I have a feeling that summary of SpongeBob is a little bit muddled. No! I can't control my speed. I think my plan is a solid one. I just can't fly very well. And you only have one shot before you have to watch this whole total screen again. See, that was good. That was good. We got all the boats, and it was lightning fast. And then I... Oh, that was annoying. I'm not even really sure what I hit against, but... it ruined what was a very good thing. My big idea, my big strategy, my big idea, because I never actually said it out loud, was just the idea to fly against the current of the boats and planes. Because at first I was kind of trying to chase them. But I think flying at them is much more productive. We could have had a really low time if I hadn't blundered some of those final shots. But victory. Time doesn't even matter. Thank goodness. Oh. Is that right? That score doesn't look right. I think our total should have been higher than 60. $300 out of 300. Flying levels are hard, but once you figure out the best order to get everything you're rolling, yeah. I like the flying levels. I was saying before, I'd play a whole game of just the flying levels. I'd probably be really, I'd probably be really irritated by the end of that game, though. Misty Bog, here we go. Might have a couple of details backward there. Thank you for the trophies. Not gonna lie, I'd actually rank Spyro as a better collectathon than Banjo-Kazooie Tuesday says. I couldn't, I don't think I could join you there. I've got too much nostalgic love for Banjo-Kazooie. I was really worried that was a one-hit kill. That's called Pilot Wings. The flying in this is way better than Pilot Wings. Yeah, that's why it was 300. I think Spyro achieves being an amazing game to find stuff in, but not much else, Chozo says. Good music and graphics. Very simple game. The nostalgia is huge, but if I were to introduce someone to collectathons, I'd absolutely start them with Spyro first. Spyro is less, Spyro is a lot less difficult than Banjo-Kazooie. I'd start with the Reignited trilogy. I don't know if the pivotal mechanic I'm thinking of is in the original or not. I can't weigh in on the version differences.
Be on the lookout for attack frogs. They are cold-blooded killers.
Attack frogs?
And this used to be such a nice swamp.
3DS Pilot Wings is very good, Cookie says. I'd love a new one on the Switch. Yeah, I didn't play the 3DS one, so you're probably right. A lot of people... Probably not a lot of people played it. I don't know. I like Pilot Wings 64, but the flying in this is way better than the flying in that. It's a lot more fun. Pretty silly. Enemies chasing after one another. Same reason Nintendo has pretty much abandoned F-Zero, Chozo Brain says. I figured the F-Zero 99 was Nintendo testing the water to maybe breathe some new life into that franchise. That IP. I got a little overwhelmed. Can we trust you? Can't go from one type of attack to the other quite quickly enough to defend myself a lot of the times.
Thank you for releasing me.
Even a re-release of the 3DS one on the Switch could be good. Find the PlayStation 1 versions more charming than Reignited. Crash also controls way better in PlayStation 1 than the remastered trilogy. I heard the remastered Crash games were not great control-wise. Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, we missed one another yesterday. My internet went out again, so I was unfortunately unable to finish my stream. But I hope you've been doing well. I hope Cathedral treated you well. Any progress? Most fun in the 3DS Pilot Wings was the collectathon element in the fairly large open world they let you explore, Fuki says. Yeah, I only know Pilot Wings 64. I didn't play the 3DS one or the Super Nintendo one. I do like Pilot Wings 64 a lot, but it's like when I say I like the flying in this better, it's not to say that game is bad. F-Zero actually has pretty good potential to have a storyline game. There was an anime of it in Japan, and it's unironically good, Tuesday says. Frogs and trees are tough. Yeah, there's just a lot of them. Nar was having internet issues too. That's unfortunate to hear. I can't seem to get away from them. I can't seem to get away from them lately. My internet's falling apart every night now. Crash 4 is really good on Switch. Control a bit different due to the hitbox of Crash. The OGs are better though. SNES Pilot Wings is impressive for the time. Yeah, I don't know why I never, I don't know why I've never bothered to check that one out, you know, as a fan of the Nintendo 64 game. Oh my goodness, I'm never gonna make it through this stage. Collecting is more fun when I have the dragonfly to do all the work for me. Is Pilot Wings... I think Pilot Wings is one word.
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro! Stamp them out and squish them and squash them!
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons after all.
SNES Pilot Wings is kind of a glorified tech demo. Hey Jay, welcome in. Yo OG. Yo Jay, thank you for joining us. What ended up happening yesterday, I beat Arrow the Acrobat, and right as I was getting ready to go on my BRB and switch games, my internet died. And I don't know how long it was out for. I noticed it was dead like right before 2 o'clock, and it was still dead at 2:30, so I gave up. At least it waited until I beat Arrow to die, though. Because I was thinking all day today, if I had quit during that last boss and had to go back to it and redo everything, I don't know that I would have had the strength. Alright, Angela says the cathedral. Got past the boss. Now I have to deal with time platforming challenges. If I was faster than a speeding bullet, I could maybe get through the current area, because my character moves too slow even with the dashing ability. Let's put my playthrough possibly on permanent pause. Oh no! It sounds like... Cathedral sounds like a really rough time. I'd hate for you to have to abandon the playthrough because it seems like you've already endured so much. That was like perfect timing. I think I'm gonna go attempt to fall on my face now, Pookie says. Till next time. Good night, Pookie. Thank you for being here. I hope that you're able to get the sleep that you need. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. And how am I liking Spyro so far? I really enjoy this game. This has been a ton of fun. This might have to be my answer from now on, like this game might have to be my answer for what is my favorite PlayStation 1 game. This just may very well be the best one that we've played on stream. Aside from just like a few frustrating jumps every now and then, I've had very, very little negative to say about this game. I've been having a blast with it. My character's not Sonic, Angela says. Glad, very fun game. Very satisfying playthrough. Immensely. I didn't do that quite right. I saw this wild boar running around, but from a distance. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Camera, what are you doing? When I saw that boar from the distance, I didn't see the island beneath it, and I thought it was an enemy flying through the air. I thought it was some kind of flying mini boss or something. I didn't get a butterfly. There we go. I don't know why that first one didn't help me out. Paid tribute to your mom, Angela says, with where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Hope that treated you well. I've never played a Carmen Sandiego game. I watched the Carmen Sandiego game show when I was a kid. Sometimes after school. That's about my only experience. I disagree. That enemy should have been gone. This is not doable. There's just too many enemies there. Too tough. Was one of my mom's favorite games, Angela says. She passed away in 2019. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Her birthday would have been on the 12th. That was sounds like an excellent way to remember her by, though. Tough stage. I've casually lost 15 lives in one level in Donald Duck, Nick says. Disney can make hard levels when they feel like it. I'm a goner. Got lucky there. And not so lucky there. Oh, are we through? Is that it?
Thanks for releasing me. It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age. No. Why, I remember... gotta go.
One away. Nice. Misty Bog complete. Let's go. It's not the voice I was expecting, Cal says. Well, that all went very poorly. Is there not another way to go? I don't believe this is the only way to go. My memory is bad. Here we go. That's all I was looking for. Alright, I think we've got one more. Yeah, we've got one more little mini world and a boss, and we'll be able to move on to the next, excuse me, the next area. I thought we were done with those running guys. I thought I had found all of them that exist. I have no clue where he ran off to. Oh, key? Don't mind if I do. Yep, I was just thinking, let me go back and make sure I'm not missing anything. Jump across there. I was pretty worried I wouldn't be able to make that jump.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops. Don't just stop at one supercharge.
I learned that trick on another level all by myself. I'm a big kid now. I gained and lost my health right there simultaneously. That's pretty amazing. Why would I want to jump off in that direction? That looks potentially disastrous. Fingers crossed. I get feelings about this level. Can't say what feelings, but feelings are there. Oh, I missed. I mean, I didn't know I was aiming for a treasure box. So I was pretty much set up to miss, but still doesn't feel good, you know? Not in the least. There's a lot of one-ups on this level. They must expect me to die a lot. I think I'm expecting me to die a lot. I don't think I can make this. I was right. Hey, another raid. Welcome in. Dollar Phil. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome to your friends. Welcome to Spyro. I've been making a fairly good amount of progress tonight. Hopefully you've had a good stream. Tell us, what were you doing tonight, my friend, and how did it go for you? This level is tearing me to pieces. We've been kind of blazing through the game for a little while, and now we're been reduced to something resembling a crawl. I thought you're still on Castlevania 64. Not tonight. I do have to go back to Castlevania 64, but I already wrote out the schedule, so I only planned one night for that one. I didn't really think I'd be able to finish it in one night, but I wanted to shoot for the stars. I'll probably do Castlevania 64 again on Sunday. That was bogus. I just got robbed. The bog level on this one are no walks in the park. Started the Link's Awakening remake tonight. Oh, nice. I thought the Link's Awakening remake was alright. But I don't want to say too much about it. I played through it, and I thought it was alright. That's what I'll leave it at for the time being. Loving it so far. Got to the 3rd dungeon. Right on. I guess I would say, and I don't think this is a spoiler to say, I really like the quality of life improvements that the remake of Link's Awakening brings to the table. but I have kind of mixed feelings about the art style. And I'm really attached to the 8-bit artwork from the Game Boy. Playing through Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, though, gets pretty miserable at times. Because of how much time you spend more time in the menu than you do playing the game. You have to swap out your items like every other step. That's the only thing. That's the thing that drives me crazy about it. I've said that if Link's Awakening had been made, if Link's Awakening had been made for the Super Nintendo, it would probably fairly easily be my favorite 2D Zelda game. The 2 extra buttons helps a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be fascinated to watch how you do this level, but it might take until the end of the stream. Hey, if we're really lucky, maybe I'll still be working on it the next time I play this game. I remember this level, Tuesday says. I don't care much for Link's Awakening to begin with, Chozo says. It's actually one of my favorites, Dollarphil says. I like Link's Awakening a whole lot. I like the world and story of the game, and a lot of the temples are really fun. That's annoying. That treasure chest is in a very annoying place. Curses. We're never gonna get past that guy. Yeah, don't tell me that kind of stuff, please. Suggesting to me that I'm doing something in the wrong way is like you know, is giving me info that I don't have. Yeah, no worries, no worries. You wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't know unless you asked. But yeah, I am kind of really insane about that kind of stuff. I watched him play. I watched him do half of Dark Souls without saying a thing. Jozo says it was the hardest part of my life, even more difficult than high school. And it lasted longer too, didn't it? I think somewhere out there there's a part of me that's still playing Dark Souls. That playthrough went on for so long.
Spyro, if you jump
Those
at
were the
end of a
days.
supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Frownie doesn't just like blind playthroughs. He prefers stumbling blind through a snowstorm in the dark playthroughs. I couldn't aim myself very well. How long did Dark Souls take you? I've thought about trying it sometime. It took me right around 200 hours, Dollar Phil. I didn't find everything in the game. I missed most / all of the DLC content. So, an even more complete playthrough would take even longer. Maybe. I mean, it would for me. But to get to credits and going pretty slowly. Going pretty slowly and trying to find everything took me 200 hours. The pain. If I did it, I would do a speed run, not literally, but just get through. It was fun. There were a couple times. There's a couple parts of Dark Souls where if you're playing it blind and you turn off the community hints, there's a couple parts where it can be very difficult to figure out what to do, or very easy to overlook what you're supposed to do. And I had, I think I had 3 moments where I got colossally stuck, to where, like, I was so stuck that we spent a couple nights on the stream wandering and backtracking before, like, because I just had no idea what to do to make progress. So it was just nights of aimless wandering, multiple nights for each of the 3 events that I'm thinking of. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to give stuff away to you, but I think there were 3 major times where I was so stuck it took me a couple nights to get back on track. Hey, next, thank you for the sub. That's very nice of you. I really appreciate that. Take a key for coming in, as we say. I've been enjoying hanging out lately, so I have this. Thank you. I appreciate that. Enjoy our fine selection of high quality sad face emotes. I like that all of my emotes are so consistently themed around the Frownie. But the thing is, like when I look at a Frownie face, like, I don't see like a sad face. I just like it doesn't read to me as like, oh, that's a sad emotion. It just reads to me as, oh, that's Frownie. Like, that's, I just see the character. But I know that, like, my emotes don't read like that to people that don't know my stream. So, like, so far as like, it's like, my emotes are useful for me no matter where I go on Twitch, because even though they're all sad faces, like, my screen name is Agent Frownie, so even if I use them in a chat where someone doesn't know my stream, like, they can put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, it's not a sad face because he's sad, but it's just because his name is Frownie. But if someone subs to my stream and then wants to use my emotes somewhere else, they don't really communicate the same way. I can express my feelings without words. Kinda looks like a mustache. No. mean, it's awesome if I want to get here, but if I want to get any further than that, it doesn't really work. I have faith that it'll come together. Appreciate the vote of confidence. I think we'll get it. Oh no, I didn't save. I don't think it matters. Well, the enemies will be back. Encouraging palms. Thank you, cows. I like a good puzzle. Womp womp. I think I know what the game wants me to do. I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm glitched. I guess that counts as a death. That's rude. Well, I think that was a good start. I don't know what the full path should look like. Oh. The game didn't want me to do anything, apparently. Yeah. I think I'm close. I think I'm close to having this code cracked. The game's getting scared. It's pulling out the glitches because it's scared. If you pirated this game back in the day, it would randomly reset back to the beginning of the game at random moments. Rough. When's the next time you're doing Spyro? Probably, next week. I don't think I'm gonna be able to... I don't have it on the schedule again this week. So yeah, next week. But I don't know which day yet, because I don't do the schedule that far out. What other PlayStation 1 games do you own that you're planning on playing eventually? I mean, I plan to play most of them that I own. I don't have a huge PlayStation 1 library. Offhand, let's see. We need to play Bushido Blade 2. I've got some of the... I think I've got Tomb Raider 1 and 2. I'd like to play the original Resident Evil games, Medieval. I have one of the Crash Bandicoot games. Did I mention Croc? I've got some trash games. To play for one of our jank marathons. Resident Evil games are good. Medieval is awesome. That game I don't own physically. I have it on the PSP, so that's how we're gonna. I have it for like a eShop game on the PSP, so that's probably how we'll play it. And unless I end up getting a copy of it in the meantime. Frownie would love Tomb Raider. We shall see. I think I have Tomb Raider 1 and 2. I have Wild Arms on the PlayStation 1. I'd like to play that. I have a lot. I have like Chrono Trigger and a lot of the Final Fantasy games on PlayStation 1. Kind of scared of some of those. I guess someday I need to go back and play, and I need to go back and beat Rayman on PlayStation 1. I'm not enthusiastic about that. Oh. I have to go over there too. Oops. Wait a minute. This might be different than I thought it was. This level is really difficult for me when I first got it. Vivid memories of me and my little brother taking turns until one of us did it. It's definitely challenging. It's definitely challenging. It's hard to... Oh, no. I hit the wrong button. Excuse me. That's actually probably not that bad of a thing to happen to me. I'm starting to see, like, I think I pretty well understand the gimmick of the level at this point. It's just, putting the pieces together correctly. That was what I don't feel like I'm doing yet. But, we'll get there. I've got enough patience to work this out. Oh my goodness. Alright, getting better, getting better. That was probably really close to... That was probably really close to correct. Watching people who didn't grow up with Tomb Raider go back and play it is hilarious, Chozo says. Oh no. Well, I definitely didn't grow up with it. Anyone who can beat Rayman legit on PlayStation 1 without save states is a god, Chozo says. Well, I mean, I beat Plock. How bad can Rayman really be, right? I've only played it once, and I kind of hated it. So I'm not eager to get back to it, but I think I can do it. It's just gonna take a while. Question out of left field, have you played ukulele? I have not. I heard so many bad things about that when it first came out. I mean, not like I didn't hear specifically information about it. I just heard so many people saying it was bad. That I was kind of like, well, I'm still curious to check it out someday, but I figured I probably didn't need to be in a hurry about it. It's a good game, just broken. Feels like it's not finished. Nice to know that in the PlayStation 1 era, if you lose all your lives, you don't have to play the whole game over again. That'll make me happy when I do a deep dive into platformers in the PlayStation 1 in the future, Angela says. I mean, with games like this, the games that are this big, no, it doesn't really make sense to have you do the whole game over again to have you do everything over again from game over. That would be more than unreasonable. In the NES and the Super NES era, it makes a lot more sense because those games are generally pretty short. Do you replay games often or more of a beat it and leave it? It depends on the game. I don't tend to replay longer games. Like this, like Spyro is this is a big game. If I play this again, it will be several years from now. But like, you know, like with shorter games, like I replay shorter games all the time, especially if it's something that I decide to do a challenge run on. You know, like we were just playing Splatterhouse every night for like 3 weeks while I was trying to learn to do that game deathless. So I replay a lot of 8 and 16-bit games, but I don't even know that I'm jumping out the right direction there. Maybe I'll sacrifice an attempt to take a look around. I think I won't. It's still not enough speed. Alright. Oh yeah, Dark Souls, I actually do think I will do New Game Plus in Dark Souls. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but yeah, that's one, because I didn't finish all the content of Dark Souls on my first playthrough, so yeah, there actually will be another Dark Souls playthrough at some point. That's Dark Souls is gonna be a weird one because I think for that one I'm gonna need to relax my blind policy a bit and get some help so that I can find the stuff that I didn't get on my first playthrough. Spyro 1 usually takes me 4 to 5 hours to beat now. PlayStation 1 eras when live started not mattering so much. Oh yeah, I assumed that the comment about being broken and unfinished was in reference to Yooka-Laylee. Personally, I thought Yooka-Laylee was okay. Wasn't really much more than that. Doesn't have the shine that Banjo-Kazooie has, even ignoring nostalgia goggles. One of the moves feels like it breaks the game because it isn't balanced. Uh-oh. Spyro, why are you doing this to me? I thought we were friends. Dark Souls is an interesting one. My first playthrough is around 150 hours, with looking up almost nothing. Now I can do all the bosses, including the DLC, in under 25 hours. "25 hours still sounds to me like a very long game." Compared to an hour ago, this is going great. Gotta think positive. I'm feeling pretty good. I think we're gonna get it just fine. I tend to be quite dramatic at times, but I'm still mostly feeling really good. "25 hours for 100% in a modern game that's an RPG isn't that long." I'm not supposed to go there yet. Where in the world can I even? I think it takes around 600 hours to do everything in Skyrim, for example. I mean, yeah, but I mean, even though they're both... Sure, Dark Souls and Skyrim are both RPGs of a type, like, but they're really not similar games. I like to stick to 5 to 10 hour games for the most part, besides RPGs, of course. I tend to like a game that can be beaten in around 10 hours on a first playthrough is pretty good for me. Well, I've got about 1 more hour of stream time tonight, my friends. And I really hope I can make it out of this stage before that hour runs out. Fingers crossed. I didn't want to ask when it was going to end tonight, but I was determined to see you beat this. Yeah, I mean, probably when we clear this level, or, you know, in about an hour. Whichever one comes first is going to end the stream, I think. 5 o'clock is generally my cutoff time. I was worried it might be a stream ender. I mean, it might. It might. I should play more RPGs, but they take forever, especially the modern era, Angela says. Yeah. Modern games are too intimidating for me. I'm not ready to sink 50 plus hours into one game, Nick says. Become more a fan of modern indies over the bigger stuff. I didn't turn far enough, fast enough. Oh, game, you're killing me. I don't think that's the thing to do. But I don't really know. the thing to do is. So perplexing. The game needed to hurt me. I was enjoying it too much. Sounds about right. It's alright. There's only so many wrong ways to do the level. Eventually I'll run out of wrong ways to do it and accidentally land on the right way. You can do it, Frownie. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Chozo. That guy was green a moment ago, and then he turned red. Oh my goodness. I can't do anything. I was right. despawned. It's interesting that you can actually kind of watch the enemy do that. Oh my goodness, we finally did it. Victory. I'm not done yet though, there's still more stuff to figure out. But that was the hardest part, I think. Things and a dragon. Thank you. Thank you, you were celebrating with me, my friends. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night here, Cal says. Good night, my friend. Always appreciate your company, Cows. Thank you for handling the shout-outs and for your modly presence in the chat. I wish you a good rest, and hopefully we'll see you again. Thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the good luck wishes. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we are destined to clear this level now. I have colossal amounts of confidence. Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, cows. So I know I need to go off this ramp to get over there. I don't know. I don't know how to land here going at speed. Oh. I have an idea, but I think it's stupid. This was not my idea. No. I don't even think I did that right, and it still almost worked. That's weird. The pain is only here because you care. The camera is ruining my life right now. Stop. None of my buttons work. There. Please finish me off so I can start fresh. I can't see. The thing is, I would love to just chase this guy, but he takes off too quickly. I think once he gets out of my eyesight, he just despawns or teleports or something. Following this guy is not an option. That might be what the game wants me to do in theory, but it is impossible in practice. Oh, I'm a fool. Yep, that's so annoying. That's so annoying to me because I realized that that was the jump that it wanted me to make, and then only after I figured it out was I able to follow him. That's why I said, "Oh, I'm a fool." Was I pieced together what the jump had to be, and then suddenly when I didn't need to watch him anymore, was the only time I was ever able to keep up. That's so dumb. Why did it work out like that? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, running backwards up that ramp. See, the thing was, I jumped to it the wrong. I jumped to it the wrong way earlier, but it worked. And so then I just kept trying to repeat the thing I did that was wrong before. It's fine. I know where to go. We can just save. I can't seem to keep the red trail behind me like he does, though. But we'll get it. Oh. All this loading, what an unbearable punishment. Well, we got a few more tries. If we're gonna get this tonight, it's gotta be in the next 15 minutes or so. I'm really running out of steam. I'm really feeling the hour. I know more than I've ever known, so even if I have to leave off and come back to it. I don't know why that came so close to working before. Good night, Frownie. See you tomorrow after my stream. Good night, Angelus. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for the, thank you as always for the raid. Very much appreciate you coming in after your stream. Good luck with your stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night, my friends, we're going to be spending all of our time on the Super Nintendo. We're going to play Spawn and Donkey Kong Country 3. It's going to be first playthrough, starting up with both games. And hopefully we'll be able to get all the way through them. I mean, not in one sitting. But I mean, you know, over the course of the next couple weeks. He's right, this is worse than high school. I just don't know. I cannot for the life of me figure out why it works for the enemy and not for me. I am, so far as I can tell, doing the exact same thing, and yet it works for him and not for me. You're gonna kick yourself when you get it. I probably will. Hey, Port Jams, welcome in. I'm playing Spyro for a few more minutes. We're almost done for the night. Thank you for the hydrate. Spyro 3 and then a 12-hour marathon of Crash Bandicoot games. If I owned all those games, then that would be the kind of fun we could have. Oh. No. Video games were a mistake. I basically had it. I've never been so much happier for it. Oh, I want you to know that. I'm really grateful that you were that you held back and didn't rescue me from my stupidity. That sounds sarcastic, but I 100% mean it sincerely. I know that had to be very painful to watch me making that same mistake over and over and over again. But we've got it now. We're gonna get it. The exact timing is still difficult for me, but we'll get it. So close. With how I was playing the level at the start, the game really did have to reprogram me. It's tough. It's tough to convince my fingers to do what the game wants them to do.
That was quite a ride, Spyro. You've learned a lot since you were a young glider.
Yeah, well, you could have found an easier spot to get stuck.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Spyro. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, it was just, I just had to, yeah. I mean, it wasn't, the problem wasn't that it wasn't that I didn't know I had, that I didn't realize I had to glide. It was really that I didn't realize that holding the run button was making me dive. I mean, I did need to glide, but once I realized that I was sabotaging myself by continuing to hold the run button, like, that's when it unlocked for me. That's what the big O was I realized the run button was making me dive. Alright, my friends, we've got a boss to do, and then probably another world opens up after that, but we are done for tonight. I think that's a great place to leave off. I spent several hours blundering, and but it doesn't matter because we came out with some glorious victories. We cleared this. I think we cleared everything here. Cleared most of the stuff here. We've gone up to, we're at 69%. So we'll play this again next week, probably earlier in the week. I would expect to see it on Monday or Tuesday night. We'll probably finish it off next time, too. I don't know. Yeah, so probably on Monday or Tuesday, but I'll put it on the schedule in the Discord, so you'll have a little bit of a heads up before then. Holding the run button to dive was something I saw in a couple previous levels, too, but you still managed to beat them. For this one, it was essential to know that. So I was worried it could be until next stream. Ecstatic GGs. So glad you got to beat that this stream. Me too. I feel very good. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased that I was able to eventually figure that out, and we made it through. I was a dummy for a long time, but that's why I don't like to be told stuff, because now, even though I was dumb for so long, because I figured it out on my own, I feel good about myself. I don't feel bad about how dumb I was. I feel proud of how much I learned. I'm gonna send us out on out with a raid as usual, my friends. Let me just see what everyone is up to. All right, I know where we're going to go. So, like I've been saying, tomorrow, Super Nintendo games tomorrow, my friends. We're going to play Spawn at the start of the stream, and about halfway through, we will switch to Donkey Kong Country 3. It's going to be starting up both games for the first time. First playthroughs. Going to try and go through both of them completely blind, like we do. Might be a lot of confusion and struggling. I think I'm going to be pretty okay with Donkey Kong, except I know that Rare hides secrets so well. Spawn, I might have a tough time trying to figure out some of the mechanics, but we'll see. Thursday night should be Hades, and Friday night should be Splatterhouse 2 and Jump King, if you want to know what's coming up even later. Is the VOD going up? Tonight's VOD? Yeah, it should. I always intend for my VODs to go up after the stream. I just don't always remember to publish them. Sometimes I forget until a day or two later. Because I have to do it manually. I could set it to do it automatically, and I had it set to do automatically in the past, but the thing is, every now and then I play some game and the music is copyrighted, and then Twitch switches it to manual publish, and so I don't know, so I just leave it on that now. Because it just keeps getting switched back to it. I'm going to send us in the direction of our good friend Narblast. Nar is taking a break from the NES project at the moment, and actually working on a Sega race. So it should be a small variety of games here tonight. Oh, right on. I'm a big fan of Nar. Thanks for the stream. I'll join the raid, but I really got to get some sleep. Right on. I hope you sleep well next. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's a bit of a struggle, but we got through. Things are looking good. My mind is fried. My brain is fried, so we're going to head out. Thank you for being here. Be well until I can see you again. Hopefully that'll be very soon. We have got to take off. We're all out of things to do here. Let's go on an adventure.